Hey guys, this is Prashant Kumar again. Um, this is my day 7, and I'm trying to share my multifamily syndication knowledge with the whole group as much as I can. Right? Just give me 1 second. Yes. So basically, we have talked about uh, the contract has been signed so far, and we were doing the due diligence process. Our money was hard, right? Now we are going to talk about our due diligence period has passed. We have done our physical due diligence ourselves. Our property manager has done it for us. We have taken all the rent rolls, all the operating statements for last 2 years and whatnot. We have already passed our due diligence period. Our money has gone hard. We have almost finalized our property management company. We have almost finalized our lender. Due diligence is now starting. Lender is asking for all the papers again, all the physical due diligence papers, related to the property. Lender is asking for all the financial due diligence papers related to all the sponsors, all the KPs, their resumes, their liabilities, their incomes. uh, Everything is being credit authorization forms. Every lender has the different formats, so all that is being asked by lender is doing that. You are also talking to your construction company. You are trying to fine tune your construction budget. You are sharing that with your lender has assigned an underwriter. Lender has to do their own underwriting. Similarly, if you are talking to equity broker, they are also doing their underwriting. So a lot of activities are going on. So I mean, it takes about 2 3 weeks, 4 weeks for lender to do their underwriting, and in the meantime, lender wants to visit the property. Lender wants to do their physical due diligence. They come, and hopefully, you also go there. You as a sponsor team go there and do the talk to the lender on site. Lender comes, environmental guys come, brokers come. They all walk through the property. Sometimes even your contractor also come to kind of tell what is needed in the property. So all that is being fine tuned. I mean, it's just a complicated process. It all depends on the property. The property. I mean, you may have a simple property, or you may have a very hairy property. So all that is happening, and we are getting close to the closing. Remember, you are under pressure. You are trying to get money from your you are talking to your SEC attorney. He's trying to finalize the PPM. For that, he's setting up all the entities, right structures, and you are still juggling with the equity broker who is bringing some equity. So all that is happening at the same time. So very tense moment, but finally, your SEC attorney has done his job. He has put together the PPM, which you are sending out to your investors, right? So your investors now have the PPM, the offering memorandum, and the subscription agreement, right? At that moment, 3 4 weeks before the closing, you may want to start collecting the money. At least 3 weeks before you have sent, 4 weeks before you have sent out the PPM. You have given the time to your investors to go through the PPM, ask questions, and you are continuously doing your webinars every 1 week, every 2 weeks, whatever. And 2 3 weeks before, you are starting to collect money from your investors, those who have done soft commitments. And it is most likely that you are going to get only 2/3 of the money. If you have gotten 3 million worth of, or maybe half. So if you have gotten 3 million worth of soft commitment, you are probably going to get 1.5 to 2 million. So you better be careful. Always try to get more soft commitment, because most likely you are going to get not more than 60-70% of what has been committed. So money, so your because all the entities have been set up, you have set up all the accounts. Your attorney has set up an escrow account. the money that comes from investors, that doesn't go to your pocket, doesn't go to your LLC name or anything. It goes only to escrow account. So when the money comes, those who are investing from their entities or they're investing from their own checking account, personal checking account, it is easy. They will wire the money. The only method to get the money is wiring. You never take the ACH or you never take check. So that's something that you need to tell your investors, that they will incur $30, whatever the cost of wire. Whether you pay it or they pay it, that's something that you have to decide. Sometimes, we end up paying as a sponsor, just $30, per person, a couple of $100 that goes into the closing. So basically, simple wire is okay, but those who are sending it from their IRAs, it takes little time for them to send money. So that process has to start even earlier, because these IRA companies typically take about 7 to 10 days. So you are cutting it very short if you have not started your process sooner. So at least 3 weeks before, they should start providing the wiring instructions, and then their names. They are not. So any time an IRA is investing into your syndication, it's not the individual investing, it is their IRA investing into syndication. So their PPM, the names have to be written in a particular format, and all the returns are supposed to be going back to the IRA, not to the individual. So all that needs to be considered. Anybody has any questions, I can go into details. I'm not an expert in the area, but I know some things. So money is coming into your escrow account. You are getting closer to the closing. Your closing date is coming nearer and nearer, right? So, and now you have to, there are some loans, where you have some cap, that you need to purchase. So that activity has to happen too. So money has come in, money is coming in, you are opening, you are talking to the companies, who hedge the interest rate. You are talking to them, and they try to purchase a cap based on lender's requirement. So that needs to be taken care of at the same time. So we are just about 2-3 days before the closing, lender will issue the credit authorization forms. All the documents are being mailed to the sponsors, and everybody's running around to try to get the signature done and overnighting all the documents. So do not be afraid of spending a couple of $100 for overnighting those documents, because the document will come at 5 o'clock and it needs to be available next day 8 o'clock. So you fill it, sign it, and send it through FedEx overnight or whatever. So all that is expense, part of the business. The main thing is the escrow account should have the final settlement statement should be put together just before the closing, and that should have a line which should say escrow should have this much amount, and your account should have that much, right? If you are less, then you make sure that you find the money somewhere. If you have more, it's okay, you can return it back to your investors, but make sure that you have enough money in your account for the final closing. Just before that, property management company has already gotten involved. We will talk about those steps, maybe in future videos. This is just about 9 minutes. So I probably will stop now, but tomorrow I'll try to wrap up on the closing. But after that, for next 15 to 20 days, I will go step by step syndication tips, how to find good markets, what are the cap rates, where to find them, where to find the data, how to raise money, how to create your pitch deck, things like that. I will talk about how to create your branding. I'll try to give as many tips as possible related to each individual piece in this business. I mean, whatever I know, of course, some of you would know more than me, and I would expect that you share your knowledge with the group. But if you have any questions, please do call me. Hit me up, Prashant at multifamilyrealtygains.com. Grow your multifamily dreams is our mastermind. feel free if you want to join, free mastermind, please, send me an email or call me or whatever. But once again, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it again. Bye bye.